Hi Scorpio, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, and within everything around you, because we all start from zero, which is just a blank canvas or the fool's journey. If you'd like any personal readings or if you'd like to contact me, all that's down below. And lastly, as I always say, it's like my calling card, there's no rules here. You can get anything from my messages or my art, which is why it's so special. It's like an optical illusion. There's what you see, okay, that's a cardinal, but then there's so many things around it, or so many things that form it. There's a reason I describe it, or describe what I draw, describe what I do for these. It's so you can visualize it and come along on this journey with me. So, what I started drawing for you, Scorpio, was a literal street sign, details, and all. I'm referring to the ones that are typically green with ST at the end of the name. I started drawing or channeling something next to it as well. It's one of those cement ramp things that are usually placed in parking spots or construction areas. Scorpio, first off, I'm seeing a specific setting will be significant in the near future. I'm seeing you parking on a specific street. Something tells me this street has sentimental value. Maybe it's an inside joke, or it's a street you will always look back on to remember. Like, oh yeah, on the corner of Oak and Pine. Not sure why those names popped in my head, but you get the drift. I have a feeling this will be rather deep. There's this heavy aspect on directions too. I previously said dead end / parking spot. Something could potentially be under construction, or you hit some kind of dead end. There's somewhere to go from there. I have a good feeling about this though, because sometimes the meaning to my messages are obvious off the bat, but some of them aren't, and it's like, we'll see what this becomes later. I also get the vibe, you know how some people take pictures of streets and they're like, hey, that's my last name, or it's just something to look back on as a joke. Could be a sentimental moment you have at a corner of the street. You're parking there, you see something, you're invited somewhere, you're going to a specific address. Even seeing you could potentially run into a lot of construction, roads blocked off, dead ends, but that's leading you to where you're supposed to be. It feels like fate. I'm not sure why. So, let's see. It's like, why is a location being highlighted here? What about streets, street signs? This is kind of cute to me. Doesn't want to come out yet. We have Treasure Island. Right off the bat, this feels like transportation, transporting goods, transporting items. Sounds so weird, but I'm getting you might find something on the ground or find something that fell from another truck or from another car. And 9 is usually wishes or fulfillment, so it's like by luck. I'm even seeing this kind of reminds me of a wedding ring or opening. Oh, this is a proposal, either a literal proposal or proposing an offer. Perhaps you're parking somewhere because you're going to an interview or a meeting, and I'm seeing that's going to work out rather well. It's like, here's the offer, opening the chest. that's the buried treasure. That's what you're trying to get to. And that's what you drove for. That's why you're on that street corner. I even said street signs. I was talking about the green ones, and this card is bluish and green tones. I'm seeing the turtle also resembles how fast or slow you're going to get somewhere. I did say there was going to be delays. Oh my god. I'm saying make sure for this event, or if you're parking on a street corner, you're parking somewhere where there's streets or lots of places around, restaurants, make sure you leave early because there's going to be unexpected construction that's going to hold you back. And you don't want to be late for this. You don't want to be late for this meeting. You don't want to be late to see this person. Has this element of buried treasure or a surprise. I'm even seeing this could be a setup, like you think you're going somewhere for like a casual meeting, to have coffee, to have drinks, but it actually turns into something else being revealed that you want even more. It's like a little bonus. I'm hearing as well, drive slow with the turtle. Driving slow. Or drive slow, you don't want to miss what this sign says. Nine of Wands. Weirdly enough, I'm seeing this as many or multiple signs, statues, things around you. I'm seeing this as a walkway, like you walking through traffic. They're going to be very trafficky. It's really getting on your nerves. Or there's too many distractions. And we have Knight of Cups. It feels like someone's trying to calm down, or like they can't hold this back anymore, they can't hide it anymore. Do they just want to come out and say it, or they just want to show it? I feel like you even might even notice that behavior. It's like, why are they acting unusual? Why are they acting like they need to say something? Why are they acting like they need to hide something? Maybe even getting, like, you're just noticing that everyone is just acting strangely. It's like, what's in the air? Why is the traffic picking up all of a sudden? Why is there all these detours? Like, have you ever thought of that while you're driving? It's like, why am I being held back? I'm gonna be late. Just like she's holding this lion back. It's like, why am I being held back when I want to go faster with the turtle? Lions and cheetahs don't go slow. Maybe this is a warning for you to be cautious as well. It's very crucial you drive slow so that you can notice your surroundings. Maybe notice what this street name is so you can look back on it, take a picture of it, or so you don't get into any sort of accident because you're rushing. I feel like there's emphasis too on, it's like your life matters the most. It doesn't matter if you're late for something. It doesn't matter if you need to be somewhere. It's better safe than sorry. Don't worry yourself like that. Then we have Page of Pentacles. There's that aha moment. It's like buried treasure, or holding something that's precious, or holding gold. Then 6 of Cups. I feel like this is a location you know. This is somewhere you've been before. Someone's going to take you to a spot you guys met or you guys have been before as an omen. Like, oh my god, this is where we first met. This is where we had coffee before, or this is where I bumped into you. There's sentimental meaning here. And that's on the bottom of the deck. I said this sign could have sentimental value. It's a joke. It's something they've always remembered, and they're associating it with you. And that's where they're going to present something else that has sentimental value. I'm literally picturing someone like crossing the street, but that also symbolizes taking a chance, where the one has the ability to say yes or no. It's like, just do it. I can't take the pressure. I'm gonna lose it if I don't say this. Even saying there might be even some distractions for sure. Like maybe it's too loud, it's more traffic-y, or there's just too many people around and that could get in the way, but I don't think it's gonna be too much of a problem. Even getting before you leave. It's like you're gonna walk in. I'm getting like entrance, you're gonna walk in a different person and then walk out an even more different person. As in there's a label attached to it, or you're leaving with something in your hand. I'm seeing the Magician here as New York or Statue of Liberty. Is this New York City? Are you planning some type of New York trip? Is New York some type of tradition? Something tells me there's an important street that you care so much, or like you used to live there. It's like Statue of Liberty. I need a Bob Ross card. Maybe end this reading. Talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do. I'm seeing not only will practice pay off, but I'm seeing like practice as in practicing lines in the mirror, or practicing like saying something due to nerves before the real thing, or before it's presented to you. Talent is pursued interest. Anything you're willing to practice, you can do. Like the Magician here represents talent too. You think someone is not a gifted speaker, or someone's not good at speaking up for themselves, or not good at having serious conversations, but it's like doing this will help them. Can I get one more? Joker. This is a happy place. Little squirrels live here and play. This is a happy place. This street is known to be like the spot. Like everyone goes here, or everyone you know goes there. You've been there many, many, many times. It's like little squirrels live here and play. It's like this carefree feeling. And I feel like, oh my god, I'm feeling like a miserable day. a miserable day that starts off with, I'm kind of getting this routinely vibe of like someone sitting in this boring car, boring traffic on their way to work, or on their way to what they think is just a everyday type thing, everyday type meeting, and you leave going, I'm so glad I ended up going, or I'm so glad today turned out to be even better than I envisioned. Because like, we're starting off with this, like, oh my god, I'm late, I'm in traffic, I'm on the corner of this street and this street, where am I going? What's going on? What does this person have up their sleeves? Okay, I just finished your reading in regards to the street sign art theme. And I thought it was important to mention, because sometimes this is my conclusion, where I study the cards further, anything that pops out to me, or unexpected details / downloads. So, I was getting part of this sentimental moment, street corner location, has to do with something that has been building up. Do you know that time in a new relationship where neither one knows how to say it, but it's about to have like the what are we talk, or the certain milestones in the relationship? Like I kept hearing first kiss, or milestone. Hence what this is with the Page of Pentacles, where it can finally be presented. The traffic has died down, the noise has died down, and it's like it's the perfect moment to do so, or the day has gotten better. This is where things get really weird. This cement block that's holding this flower with the X, that looks like the cement block I described as a parking spot or a destination. X marks the spot. This is where it will occur, and it looks like they're on the corner of a home, a street, a building. And I'm seeing this flower on top of this parking spot represents X, the dead end, where everything stops. And you have your moment. You have your first kiss. And this is like a copy of that, because it's going to stay there forever. You're going to remember this forever. It's going to be drilled in your subconscious. Sentimental. I said it during the reading, this was like a walkway, walking through traffic. Feels like something's coming, or what's up with this person? Why is the day so chaotic? I know I myself find driving overstimulating. It's like just rush and say it. I feel like that's what's on someone else's mind as well. Okay, Scorpio. Really loved this reading. It's like a love story. It's very cliche, but I feel like there is definitely a milestone coming for two people or two soulmates. Maybe even a milestone for yourself. It's like you're leaving a different person, like I said. That's insane. It's like a cement block, construction, chaos. It's like all this stuff is around them. Or serenading them is what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay, guys, that's the end of this art channeled message. Bye.